Welcome back to the Twisted Arcade. I am your host, Twisted Token, for the night. Tonight, we are playing Pokemon Legends Arceus. Now, we're playing this because at the moment, I would be normally recording Mountain Blade 2 Baron Lord. I know episode 3 has yet to come out. That's because at this point in time, I am unable to record episode 3. From the time of this recording, about a week ago, the town I live in had a power outage. My computer was on at the time. It was just on sleep mode. And the power cut out suddenly. Since then, I've been having issues with my computer. I've been needing to upgrade it anyways, as the computer itself is fairly old. A lot of the parts in it are fairly old, so I'm just waiting for the little extra money to come in so I can get the parts I need to upgrade it. But until then, without further ado, let's get into Legends Arceus. I was going to play this and record it after after Pokemon Shield. Probably even after another title after Pokemon Shield. But at this point, I really ain't got nothing else I can think of that's really intriguing enough for people to want to watch and play. This is still fairly new. Granted, a lot of his secrets has been out there due to other YouTubers playing the game as well. But eventually it was going to come out. So we'll just start this series. I will let you guys know when I'm able to start playing Bannerlord without my computer being my computer. So, till then, let's get into this, shall we? Welcome to my realm, located beyond both time and space. It is well that thou art here. I am which humans call Arceus. Now, I wish to know thine appearance. We'll just do the standard. What's thy name? Our name is Token. Yes, sir. Token. Soon thou shalt find thyself in a world strange to thee. A world inhabited by wondrous creatures that humans call Pokémon. Token. Seek out all Pokémon and thou shalt find me once more. Falling into a vast of nothingness. Look at the sparkles. We're going to catch him, and we're going to name him Jeffrey. Why Jeffrey? Because that was the first name to pop into my head. Let's get it. Wake up! Oh, do wake up, won't you? Are you alive, my boy? You gave me quite the shock falling from the sky like that. But thank goodness you seem unharmed. Who are you? I'd like to ask you the same. I mean, you fell out of the sky, you understand. Come now, who in the world does that? I must say, your clothing is unusual. You wouldn't happen to be have an acquaintance in these parts, would you? I doubt it. I see, you seem to be in a bit of a pickle. May I offer some directions? Do you have somewhere around here you could stay? I don't know. Sir, it's quite obvious from the clothes that I'm wearing compared to the clothes everyone else is wearing. I am not from the area, so I wouldn't be knowing anyone. For a professor, you'd think he'd have a little common sense about that. So you don't know anyone here, you don't even know where to spend the night. Well, this is a proper pickle indeed. Are you quite sure you'll able to survive? Guess I'll somehow survive. Well, no gentleman would abandon a person in such need. I'm not gonna... No. Not happening. Oh my, I completely forgotten. I just had caught up to these 3 runaway Pokemon when you tumbled out of the sky. It's almost as if they knew you appear here. But you don't even know what Pokemon is? Or do you even know what Pokemon is? Of course I do. Who do you think I am? My, that's a relief. Though you fell from the sky, it seems you have some common ground. Yes, well, these 3 Pokemon belong to me, mysterious creatures that they are. Oh yes, and what might your name be? Homie, I'm Token. Oh, so you're called Token. Then that name's has quite the ring to it, and I imagine it must have some lovely meaning. Oh, it sure does. It sure does. Oh, but I do apologize. I haven't been introduced to myself. My name is Laventon. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Excuse me. Chances are I'm not, but we're going to roll with it until I'm corrected. I am something of a Pokemon professor. That is to say, I'm a scholar seeking to deepen our understanding of Pokemon. Yes, Pokemon such as these 3 here. Oh, they ran. They said, screw you, homie, and they took off. Oh, blast and bother. My darling Pokemon, why must you run from me again? I'm terribly sorry, but do you think you could help me round them up? I beg you. Run! Run! Wait, you 3! Alright. I do gotta say, I love this game. I know it gets a lot of crap for its animation and whatnot, but honestly, it's Pokemon. And that's enough said right there. It's Pokemon. We could always go back to the 2D flat overview, pixelated. You know, we could always go back to that if people want to keep planning. You found something that resembles a phone. I can't speak right now. It's probably your phone, but it's changed shape. You feel strange power coming from it. A message appears on the screen. I bestow upon thee this arc phone in thy mission. Seek out all Pokemon. We're gonna do this. So the real question is, who do I want to choose as my starter? That's the real question. I am not playing this game Nuzlocke rules, by the way. The Pokemon, regardless of level, tend to faint a lot quicker than other, like, the other games. Maybe it's just me and the way I battle that could cause that, but I don't know. So there's no Nuzlocke rules on this. I'm just gonna play to play, enjoy the story, because the story to this game is actually pretty decent, in my opinion. So it's interesting. It's definitely a different spin on Pokemon, and I absolutely love it. There's just, yeah, the graphics could be a little bit better, but I'm not gonna complain too much about the graphics due to the fact that it is Pokemon. It's supposed to be a cartoonish style-esque type game, if that makes sense. I'm not sure if maybe cartoon is not more or less the proper word for it, but if you give me a like if you understand what I mean. Give the video a like if you understand. Alright, so he's giving me some Pokeballs to go catch his Pokemon. He did just was speaking a lot. I skipped through it because I was talking, but that's okay. Well, each and every Pokemon is able to shrink itself down to minuscule size. And that's where Pokeballs come in. Pokeballs are a recent invention. You see, throw one of them at Pokemon, and the Pokemon will shrink down and fit inside the Pokeball, comfy as can be. And with that, you've caught a Pokemon. I know we've just met, but I'm afraid I have no one else to turn to. I'd be awfully grateful if you catch my 3 runaways. Now, the proper technique is to take aim at the Pokemon and let the ball fly. It's quite simple, though as far be it from me to say so. I suppose, given my own dire lack of skill in this area. Yeah, we ain't gonna read that because I already know what I'm doing. Alright. Right in the dome. So, my very first playthrough of this game, I actually started with Cyndaquil. And I gotta say, the fire ghost type Typhlosion, it's probably one of my favorite fire types. Like, Typhlosion was one of my favorite fire types to begin with. But I absolutely love this variant. It's great. I have used the other two as well, but I got more time spent with the Typhlosion over the hold on, I'm having a brain fart. What is its name? Wow, I might have to look this up. I can't remember Rowlet's final evolutions. Decidueye. That's its name. Either way. Excuse me. Either way, yeah, I got some time spent with him, but not as much. Same with Samuel Rot. Excuse me while I take a drink. I am horrid right now. Much better. Much, much better. Alright. So now we successfully captured his runaways. He's going to introduce us to the idea of helping him for his Pokedex. So yeah, he basically just asked me to help him with his Pokedex to fill every page, and of course that's what this game is about. It's just filling the Pokedex to complete the Pokedex. I like it. It's a nice little side game Game Freak and the Pokemon Company did. Just to test the limits of what fully open world that Scarlet and Violet's gonna be. Like, I know this game's not completely open world. There's sections, but those sections are vast, and you can pretty much explore almost everything. Given there are some limitations due to the ride Pokemon being locked until you progress through the story. But regardless, like, there's still a vast area that you can cover without at the very beginning like this. So, with that being said, it was a great way to test their limits and see the fans' reaction to the changes that are going to be coming. Scarlet and Violet. Scarlet and Violet. I'm getting tongue-tied. Hands down, I am so excited for those games. I think, let me know in the comments, guys, who you, like, which of the starters you're more excited for. But Fuecoco, man, I'm Team Fuecoco. Like, I'm so excited for it. Like, I like the other two, Quaxley and the cat. I can't remember its name off the top of my head. But Fuecoco, yeah, hands down, definitely. I think this is gonna be another one of those gens where I'm gonna like having all three starters. Gen 4 is the only generation so far. Sinnoh Region, Infernape, Empoleon, and Torterra. Gen 4 is the only one where I've actually enjoyed using and battling with those starters in different playthroughs. I'm not a big fan of Oshawott in this game and in Generation 5 Black and White. Not a big fan of the Samuot. I don't know, it's just there's something about it I don't like. Sometimes the design of Pokemon's design will deter me from... Its stats can be amazing, but sometimes the design will overthrow me. Like... Well, that guy just straight up said, screw off. I've been blabbing. I haven't really been reading too much. Who are you? I've never seen anyone dressed like you are. What if you were attacked by a Pokemon? You would be mincemeat in those flimsy clothes. Flimsy. If the guard let you through, you must have ties with someone in the village. Perhaps you met Professor Laventon? He's a scholar from a faraway place. His Pokemon do get away from him at times, though. It makes me a bit worried for him. I suppose I can hardly one to talk. I've had some trouble with Pokemon myself. I was struck by a Pokemon move called Thundershock not long ago and had to take to my bed. But the professor, well, I do wonder how long he'll last. Unfortunately, just as Akari says, I'm a clumsy sort of fellow, to put it mildly. Professor! But everything will be quite alright now. Token here has agreed to help us with our Pokedex. Excuse me? You plan to appoint him to the Survey Corps? You can't just slap a badge on whomever you like. Without Captain, I cannot. Silene? I don't know. Correct me, please. It's permission. I'll allow it. Captain, that's all I'm going to say. Assume that the individual can contribute to the Survey Corps that is. I am Captain of the Galaxy Team Survey Corps. You may call me Silene. I really hope I'm saying that right. Professor Lavington has told me you helped secure his Pokemon when they slipped out his control. And now it seems he would like us to feed and house you in exchange for your ongoing labor. You look to be 15 or so. Quite old enough to work for your keep, but we can't simply take on a stranger who wanders in among us without any idea of their skills or origins. Tomorrow we shall see if you can prove yourself worthy. Oh, a reasonable decision, Captain. Now, would you care to join us for a meal? I'm sure you've got plenty of questions for our visitor. That's quite alright. I prefer to eat alone, so I might appreciate my meals without distraction. As always, I see. Well, no matter. The rest of us can share a meal in some pleasant conversation then, hey? Betty, old chump. The usual potato mochi? If you please, and make it for 3 today. Oh, but make it for 3 today. Oops. Wonderful stuff, Benny. Much obliged. Your potato mochi never fails to please. Professor Lavington, where did you exactly meet our visitor here? Oh, well, you know that great hole in the sky? The one people call a space-time rift? Our new friend fell right out of it. You can't be serious. Why so serious? Come on, I'm a scientist. My job is to observe and explain any and all phenomena. I concern myself with only facts. Now you already know there are many Pokemon here in the Hisui region. That there are in the grass, in forests, by water, or wherever they like. Our job as a survey corps is to research them and find out what kind of creatures they are. Well, we know this much. Pokemon are terrifying creatures. It's all but impossible to know what kinds of powers they might possess or what sorts of wondrous things they can do. But that's where Token comes in. He successfully caught 3 Pokemon, 3 of them in the quick order you understand. Nobody in the Galaxy team is capable of a feat such as that. This means we can finally begin our Pokemon research in earnest. 3? 3. We had hard enough time catching even one wild Pokemon come after us. Well, to be perfectly fair, the Pokemon that fled to the beach weren't on the attack. But the key is to catching Pokemon is getting close enough to aim your Pokeball well. And it seems our friend here is fearless enough to do just that. Does the Survey Corps really have a leeway to be... Lila to be enjoying such a leisurely meal with this outsider? Your captain just ordered 10 whole portions. You know, like, whew, guys. The slow progress on that Pokedex of yours clearly has her on edge. I'm sure we'll start to rein in the good captain stress eating soon enough. Now, have your fill token. And think, if you make it to the Galaxy team, you'll never have to worry about a meal again. The team provides for all of its members' needs, even if said members fell out of the sky. Quite delicious indeed. Yes, the food was lovely, but more importantly, you do remember that token has to pass a trial to pass to join the survey corps, don't you? Not to worry, I have complete confidence in token skills. Let's hope it's not misplaced. Token, it wasn't. For tonight, at least, you'll be provided with a place to sleep. You may use the... But if you fail to pass the trial, we'll put you tomorrow. But if you fail to pass the trial we put you to tomorrow, you must move on. You will be expelled from the village to meet your fate and perhaps your death in the wilds. Brutal, guys. Straight savage. Captain Silene's somewhat like Hisui in that they're both quite harsh. But now she simply puts on a stern front to help keep us all safe. At any rate, I think it's time to turn in for the night, eh? Eh? It's a good it's a good thing one can't fall out of the futons we sleep in here. I imagine our new friend hasn't enough of falling for one day. And with that, I bid you both good night. Excuse me. Big hole. A rift in the sky. People falling from it. The world is full of mysteries. Full of mystery. Alright, let's go over to our new home. A lovely new home. Look at that. Dirt in the house. There's dirt in the house. I'm just kidding, guys. I know. It's supposed to be a reference to traditional Japanese culture. I get it. I'm not making fun of it. Okay. Just tell us about auction, autosave and whatnot there. And this nice little mirror. Wow. What was it that I clicked on? Oh, how did I get... I clicked on that from over here, though. How? I guess I was looking at it at just the right angle. That's weird. Alright. Let's go. Get to bed. Got a long day ahead of us. Gotta catch them all. Ooh, pretty lights. Someone's pissed off. The next day. Good morning, Token. Are you up? Quite some lightning last night, wasn't it? Nah, I was passed out, fam. Today is the day of your trials, so, give it your all? I put a question mark there. It was supposed to be more of an exam. What was that? That was weird. Okay. The camera did something weird there. Oh, he just popped. What lovely weather we're having. I hope you had a nice sleep, even if this land is strange and new to you. Let's get to headquarters, Captain. Celine is waiting. Not gonna lie. For some reason, every time her name comes up, I forget how to pronounce it there, or how I've been pronouncing it. Service Corps offices are here on the first floor. Don't give up. Keep those eyes open. The wild Pokemon, they were everywhere, attacking from all sides. I sent my partner Pokemon, but against the whole pack, outnumbered. This is what happens when you go so far to afield. But the medical corps will put you right. That man's with the security corps, and even with his own partner Pokemon, he took a beating from wild Pokemon. Without a partner Pokemon of your own, you might find this trial particularly trying. Captain Silene Token is here. You may enter. I am really stumbling over my words tonight. Like, I don't feel tired. Not like last week. Or not last week, but not like last week. I was pretty tired recording that last Friday night. Catching 3 Pokemon from the start? No one in the Galaxy team has ever managed that. Did this stranger not catch 3 different Pokemon only yesterday? My trial should be a simple enough task for him, if the professor wasn't exaggerating things, that is. The Galaxy team does not have the means to provide for those who only take without giving. So, if you wish to stay, you must prove beyond any doubt that you'll be an asset to our cause. I will lend you one of the Survey Corps satchels to carry whatever you may need in the field. A satchel doesn't exactly match your mode of dress. Akari, I'll expect you to step in if anything goes wrong. Anything goes wrong. Yeah. Pardon, Token. Come with me for a moment. Oh. Now, then, a jolly good morning to everyone. This is something... Is something the matter, Professor Laventon? In order to complete our Pokedex and, well, simply survive in this unforgiving land, Token absolutely must pass this trial. And as a professor of Pokemon, I got just a ticket to help him accomplish that. Boom! Which one are we choosing? Rowlet, Cyndaquil, or Oshawott? Go on, Token. Pick the Pokemon that strikes your fancy. With a partner Pokemon of your own, you would be able to fight off a wild Pokemon outside the village. These little darlings are very dear to me, and it's plain to see they're rather curious about you. Well, my boy, which Pokemon would you like to keep as your very own? Can I just take all three, or is that too greedy? Just kidding. At the end of the game, you get the other two anyways. So eventually you get all three. Excuse me. I honestly don't know. I am pushing more for Cyndaquil, to be honest, just because fire's normally the fire types always typically been my go-to for the most part. For each generation so far, let me know in the comments, what type starter did you guys choose for each generation? I'm going to go with Cyndaquil this time. I think. I don't know. This is a very tough choice. It really is. Yeah, I'm going to go with Cyndaquil. But yeah, we're going to go with Cyndaquil. So, for Generation 1, Charmander, my go-to. Generation 2, I have two go-tos. Either Charmander or Totodile. Or not Charmander. Cyndaquil or Totodile. Generation 3. Depending on which generation, like the remake, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, it was hands down Trico. The original games, Sapphire, Ruby, Emerald, it was always Mudkip. Not a Blaziken fan. I'm not a Blaziken fan. I've always had bad experiences with choosing Torchic. So, just Blaziken's not my favorite. Generation 4, any of the three. I love them all. Like, Generation 5, Tepig. Generation 6, Froakie. 7, Litten was my go-to. And now recently 8, it's Scorbunny. I think I mentioned that in my Pokemon Shield video, which if you haven't taken a look at that, I highly recommend going to watch it. I'll leave a link to it in the description below. As well as episode 2. But, with that being said, yeah. Those are my go-to picks for each generation. Again, let me know in the comments what yours, if you've even gotten past 3, that is. I know there's some people who just can't seem to get past 3. It's not a jab at anyone specific. It might be. He knows who he is. Alright, so where do I gotta go now? Trial. So, this way. Oh, we're gonna battle this dude and his Togepi. Oh, what a curious getup you have there. I can already tell you're quite the character. I've noticed quite is used quite a lot in this so far. I'm Vulu, the Ginkgo Guild of the Ginkgo Guild. I think I'm saying that right. I'm not sure. The go-to choice for any of your mercantile needs here in Hisui. I've heard talk about you fell from the sky, didn't you? Well, I'm assuming a Carrie just told him about me, but because my knowing of my fall from the sky. I've only been here 24 hours. That would make no sense. Now, that certainly takes a tale I'd rather like to hear. Oh, and you've got a Pokemon. You're certainly full of interesting surprises. Investigating the odd and novel is key to any good merchant's success. What do you say? How about you and I see how our Pokemon stand up to one another in a battle? Sounds good to me. I like you better and better. What a delightful find. I've also heard about this trial you're to attempt. Again, Akari's running her mouth about things that shouldn't have just... This guy's a random person. She's going to be like, yeah, yo, we got this new character here. He just fell from the sky and he's got to do this for us, but he's got to pass his test first. Alright, this Ginkgo guild member Bulu wants to battle. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right at all. Alright, Cyndaquil. Really should have... I think I will go ahead and nickname the Cyndaquil. I'm going to only nickname the Pokemon that I'm going to keep on my party for the last battle. Alright. I thought I could get him to move closer, but I guess not. That was a slap to the face. And Togepi goes down. Almighty Cyndaquil. We even look at his stats, yo. We should have looked at his stats. Level 6. And he learns a new move. It's always good to have fun. It's always good fun to have your Pokemon do battle, don't you think? And as they gain experience through battle, they'll learn more moves and grow even stronger. Yeah. But so few people here have their own Pokemon. If only more knew how to use Pokeballs. At any rate, let me help our two battlers recover from this little exercise. Yeah, because this game you end up using a lot of potions. It's a good thing you can craft. Oh, speaking of potions, he's like, here's 5. Oh, excuse me. It's really something. Not only can you catch Pokemon, you can lead them in battle. Sorry, something caught my attention on my son's tablet that's like right beside me. Now to the Obsidian Fieldlands. When you're leaving Jubilife Village, make sure you choose a destination from your map and tell the rest to the guardsman where you're going. Or tell Rez the guardsman. That way someone can come to aid you if you're knocked out by a Pokemon. Your trial begins just a short way past that front gate. Let's go! Let's go catch them all and be a greatest champion. Even though there's no way to be a champion in this game, but one can imagine. Alright, so where do we want to go? Bring me to Obsidian Fields. This is our base camp, last safe haven before you reach the wilds. For your trial, you must catch 3 species of Pokemon: Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. Are you ready to get started? Oh, Professor, is something wrong? Well, you see, Captain Silene, is that how I've been? I don't know. Can't remember. Got a hold of me after you left, and she impressed upon me that I bear full responsibility for whatever happens to our sudden guest. That's our unsparing captain. I'm really having a hard time reading this. But what help exactly can you offer out here, Professor? To be honest, my dear girl, I don't intend to lift a finger. Token's talents are the real deal. He'll pass with flying colors, you'll see. So the responsibility for him still lies, in fact, with me then. Well, I'm sure Token will be fine. Let's begin the trial. Yeah, let's get this over with. So I can just run around and do what the I want. This is Aspiration Hill. The species of Pokemon you'll meet, or the species of Pokemon you're meant to catch, all live here. Along comes a Bidoof. Key to aim carefully, not that you seem to need my advice, I'm just sharing what I know. Bidoof has a mellow disposition, that means it tends not to run from people, so this one will be easy. I like how she's already like 20 feet away from us. Throw that at the back of his head. Yeah, stay in that ball. Stay in that ball. You caught a Bidoof. Well done. Time to find your next Pokemon. Oh, it's okay. That button. I'm just going to skip the rest of the dialogue. She's just... Well, no, I won't, because it's probably important. There's a Starly. They're skittish little things. They'll run off if startled. You should be able to get close to them. If you crouch, you'll be harder to spot. Right, so let's catch this Starly here. I have caught the Starly. This Starly's... Oh, that Starly caught as well. Oh, that's Starly caught as well. Only one more Pokemon to go. My goodness, my lord. I cannot just... There is... Oh, it's not gonna... Are you sure you... Dang it, I was gonna try to go up there and get those apricorns, but it's not gonna let me yet. Oh, she's gonna tell me you can switch and hit... Yeah, this is how we collect things. Oh, if there's something I gotta teach you, since you're still rather new to this. There's a proper way to throw your Pokemon's Pokeball. Your partner's Pokeball. As Captain Cheyenne Silene tells us. Have an item at the ready, but want to send out a Pokemon? Press X. And, yeah. The Captain's a real expert on these things. You know where you're going? Of course I do. There. That's Shinx. Dun dun dun! Shinx has an aggressive disposition. Could you already tell that? Not at all. Not to worry, those things come clear once you focus on the Pokemon around you. Once aggressive Pokemon get irritated, they'll knock aside any Pokeball you throw them at them. Don't worry though, I'll teach you a trick to catch them aggressive Pokemon. You've got to battle them. Once they're absorbed with battling, you can throw a Pokeball at them to try to catch them. But now you got several Pokemon of your own, don't you? Take one of their Pokeballs and throw it near the wild Pokemon you want to battle. You've got this. I got no doubt you hold your own in this battle. Just like that. And just to be safe, we'll step it to the side. Oh, we learned Ember. Cool. We use quick attack as well. Alright. I'm going to open up the action order just because I like having it open. Now we'll throw a Pokeball at it. Catch ourselves our last Pokemon that we need to pass the trial. That's it. We caught it. You approach those Pokemon without a hint of fear and caught each one. You're like a gift the sky dropped to us. With you at our side, I think the Survey Corps has a real chance of applying a complete Pokedex as we've been ordered. This is wonderful. I'm so curious why on earth you came falling from the sky like you did, but for now, let's tell the professor we're ready to head back. Y'all just jealous of my mad skills. Ills. Oh, I said you'd pass the trial with flying colors, and it seems you went and did just that. Of course. Any doubt? Congratulations, Token. You've taken your first step towards seeking out every Pokemon. This calls for. That's a big word. Like I know the word, but I'm gonna just skip that. I'm gonna just skip it. I'm good. With skills like yours, I suppose this was a foregone conclusion. Now then, we'd best report to Captain Shailene. Time to head back to July Village, huh? I'll say so, Professor. I'll say so. In time, you'll be able to send your Pokemon you caught to live in the village pastures. You can bring up to 6 Pokemon with you into the field in theory, though we've never had anyone skilled enough to do so. Come on, you two, let's not dilly-dally. Captain Shailene is waiting for our report at headquarters. I bet the captain will be very pleased. I'm just going to stop trying to say her name. I'm just going to say Captain. Alright, let's go. Excuse me. Let's go and do this. Get this over with. It seems we won't have to leave you to die after all. That's a blunt way of putting it. Congratulations. You have passed your trial. You can hold on to that satchel. I must admit, you've impressed me. I set a high hurdle to judge whether a stranger like yourself could be worthy, but you cleared it. This is yours, the official uniform of the Survey Corps. Can I get it? Oh, yeah? I got it. Alright, let's go put the uniform on and present ourselves to the commander. Yes. Apparently, I gotta do the shoes separate. It's not the first time I've done this, though. Man, we looking fly. There. Look how well your Survey Corps uniform suits you. It's almost as if the captain had it tailored just for you. Oh, she did. I see you've changed. Regarding your accommodations, you may continue to use the room you slept in last night. You may wear this. You may wear this as well. Yeah, give it to me. Give it to me. And with that, we look boss. Like a boss. Now present yourself to the commander. Alright, we're going to go up to the commander. See what he has to say. I've been waiting for you. Attack me. I am Komodo. I don't know. Commander of the Galaxy Expedition Team. So you are Token. It's an honor. You know your manners, at least. I've been briefed on your situation, including on how you fell from the rift in the sky. Now then, let's see what you're made of. Face me in combat. I'm gonna just charge you. Beat that ass. Hiya! You've got vigor, I'll give you that. You need to work on your sumo techniques, but I do see some potential. Don't expect a warm welcome from everyone. Naturally, some will be slow to trust an outsider who literally fell right out of the blue. The superstitious among us might see your arrival as a portent of disaster. Foreshadow! But you passed the trial that was put to you. No matter how odd you may seem, you're part of the Jubilei village now. Dedicate yourself to work toward the Galaxy Expedition Team and complete the Pokédex. But I warn you, Token, Pokemon are terrifying creatures. Keep your wits about you as you work. Boom. These episode 1s tend to be very long, huh? So the commander has also accepted you. But understand this, you will begin as a no-star recruit among our ranks. In other words, you have no rank at all. Perform well as a member of the Survey Corps and you'll move up through the ranks. Indeed, you see, the more Pokemon you add to the Pokedex, the higher your ranks will become. And working on the Pokedex will also, of course, bring you closer towards that goal of yours, to seek out every last Pokemon. Here, you'll need this. Crafting Pokeballs. And some money. Oh, my first pay. Let's get it. Get that dough. Akari, you're an expert at crafting yourself. Teach our new recruit what he needs to know. Of course, Captain. Now, as an experienced craftsperson here, let me explain a bit to start with. Crafting means making items with your own two hands. You can buy some items at the general store, but self-sufficiency is worth striving for. You can even make our most valuable tools, Pokeballs. Think where we make if we couldn't do that. Let's head to the Craftworks. Alright. Yeah, she just gives us a change of outfit. Sorry, it's not. My dog distracted me. They were doing something I didn't want her to do. Alright, so we gotta go over there. We gotta change the clothes. But chances are I'll probably just keep this on the entire time. She's literally just gonna teach us how to craft. So I'm not gonna bother. It's actually pretty simple. You just walk up to the craft station, click on what you want to craft, and if you have the materials in your inventory or your box, inventory box, see, as simple as that. Don't need to read everything she says. I could probably skip through a lot of this. I really don't want to read it all. I'm gonna just skip through it all. You should, yep. Boom, received my Pokedex, or my Pokebook. I already got some tasks completed, like the Starly, like so. Yep. Alright. We got our Pokedex. We got our starter. We officially passed our trial. This guy's going to ask for help. We're going to accept a request. On episode 2. I'm going to stop the video right here, folks. If you enjoyed today's video, or tonight's video, tonight, whenever you watch it, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook. The links are down below. This is the only way to keep updated, unless you're subscribed to the channel where you get notifications directly. So please, again, like and subscribe. Next episode 2, we will accept his quest. Go out, learn the basics. Oh, there's a few quests here that we can accept. Actually, a couple of them. We can do the one down there. But we'll get these quests. We'll do what we can before going out to Obsidian Fields. But then we'll go out to Obsidian Fields there. Learn the basics of being in the Survey Corps. And fill as many pages as we can possible, earning ourselves. I want to get to at least this 2nd star before we go to the new area. We'll get as far as probably, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But we'll definitely go out there and explore, look around, get some of these side quests done, whole 9 yards. So again, please like and subscribe. I have been your humble host, Twisted Token. Thank you for stopping by my arcade. And I'll catch yous later. Later, taters.